How you doing, everyone? It's your old pal Jim here, and we are with a new game called Star Trek Resurgence. Now, um, I've been dying to play this game ever since it was announced. Apparently, it is a kind of a point-and-click adventure game, kind of akin to those games from Telltale Games. So I'm very excited to play a game like that, a narrative-heavy game set in the Star Trek universe, and on top of all of that, I believe, given the technology and uniforms and such, because I purposely haven't read much about the game. I believe this takes place kind of in the TNG movie universe, so somewhere around then, if not at the cusp of heading into the new era. I'm not sure exactly 100%, but that's what we're gonna find out together. And so that's what we're gonna do right meow. And here we go. Choose that slot, and we shall begin. This is a dramatic lab's adventure. The relationships and events you are about to experience will be shaped by the choices you make. Okay. Thank you, Dramatic Labs. Oof. Oh, look at that shuttle.
Captain's log, stardate 57931.4. The crew is restless. After spending too many months piecing our ship back together, we're finally about to venture out on a new mission. And the crew isn't letting this unprecedented ion storm slow them down. They're ready for something different. I know I am. Perhaps more than any of them.
Music's very
Fortunately, nothing ever stays the same. It's entropy, the nature of the universe. Change is inevitable. And while entropy says order gives way to chaos, in this case, change is good.
Please don't die off the bat like the captain and bridge commander. Oh, hey.
Our new first officer is en route to the Resolute. Jara Rydek. I know she'll bring a welcome dose of new blood to the crew.
A command officer. Oh. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Hey.
Thanks.
No problem.
I'm not great with flying. But these little shuttles are the worst.
Here's a tip. Don't close your eyes. You'd think that would make it easier, but it only makes it worse. Look out the window, pick a star, and just focus on that.
I'll give it a try.
Oh, yay. I feel you, man. I hate flying myself.
Sorry, I'm a little anxious.
I hadn't noticed.
I'm on my way to my first assignment. When we get to the starbase, I'm transferring on to the Resolute.
So am I.
It won't be easy for Jara to step in at the 11th hour like this. But if she's half the officer I knew she could become when she was a cadet at Starfleet Academy, she'll be the XO this ship needs right now.
All right. My only complaint so far is that we're not seeing any California classes. There's an Excelsior class. Is that a Steamrunner class? I forget. I think that's an Akira class. I think. A little docking station for the shuttles. Cute. There we go. Oh. Checking out security. Oh, hey! We get to move around. Sweet. Let me out. Let me out. Ah, oh, okay, yeah. No running, just, you know, Ooh.
A starbase on the very edge of Federation space. Long way from home now.
Oh, we're in one of those, huh? Well, it's not like we're gonna stay here. Although I'd love a game to take place in a Federation starbase that's like on the fringes of space. That'd be cool. Oh, hey.
Commander? I'm not usually such a nervous wreck, by the way. I actually did well at the Academy.
Oh yeah?
Maybe you've heard of the Torvalin test?
Sounds familiar.
It's a tactical simulator that makes the Kobayashi Maru look like a picnic on Pintaris 5. Anyway, I finished in the top 20. Not just in my class. I mean, all time. In the history of the Academy. So, there's that.
Really? That's quite impressive.
Thank you. It was tough. But you know, I set my mind to it and it paid off.
Coming.
Please place your hand here. Hold it there for a few seconds.
There you go. It's cute. Oh, you got a ring.
Welcome, Commander Rydek.
Wait, you're Jara Rydek? You absolutely crushed the Torvalin test. You finished in what, like the top 3?
That would be me.
Now I'm really... It's an honor to meet you, Commander. Sorry, I didn't realize before. I just came off the shuttle and was glad to be on solid ground, so to speak.
The pleasure is mine, Ensign.
Paul Calloway.
Good to meet you.
I believe Commander Ermot is expecting you. He's in the concourse just ahead.
See you on the Resolute.
I like that. I like it. I like games like that that just kind of like you deal with just, you know, things. That's one of my favorite things that I liked about Star Trek, the Hazard Team series of games. At least the first one. Hey, at least the first one. You got to kind of run around Voyager and do minor things in between all of the missions. And that's something that I don't think is ever explored enough in Star Trek, just the day-to-day operations of being on a starbase.
If I remember my briefing, Commander Ermot is a Bolian, so I'm looking for someone with blue skin.
Very nice.
Yeah, not the ship I
It's
was
blue uniforms, not blue skin.
You haven't heard? Some kind of accident. Your warp core overloaded.
Oh! I think I see them. I think I see them back there. But no, yeah, like just where you deal with all of the small stuff for the most part.
Starbase 128 has 4 docks.
Thank you for that. Am I just gonna examine, replicate it?
I'll replicate myself a meal once I'm on board.
Am I talking to people, or... I want to... It's not like I'm guessing who that person... Hey, it's an Orion! Finally got Orion serving Starfleet. Wait, so does that mean Tendi from Lower Decks wasn't the first one? Ah, whatever.
Excuse me, have you seen a Bolian around here?
Yes, sir. Right back there, near the replicator.
Okay. I thought I was gonna
there he
make...
is. Thank you.
Happy to help, Commander.
I thought I was gonna make conversation, but apparently no. We're not, no. No time for conversation. Excuse me.
Excuse me.
Yeah, pardon me. Hello. Oh, pleasant face you got there.
Welcome to the edge of the galaxy, Commander Rydek. I'm Commander Jan Ermot, Operations Officer on the Resolute. Commander? I hope there wasn't too much trouble getting here. This storm isn't making anything easy for us right now. I know conditions are less than ideal at the moment.
It was a bit bumpy, but otherwise okay.
My apologies. This storm is unlike anything I've seen before. We're grateful you were able to come fill our first officer vacancy at such short notice. From everything I've read and everything I've heard, we're lucky you were available to us. Coming from a premier starship and all. To our little research vessel.
What exactly have you heard about me?
First in your class at the Academy. Received the Starfleet Award of Valor during the Dominion War. Most recently, Tactical Officer and Chief of Security on the USS Endeavor.
You've done your homework.
Like I said, we're very lucky.
There she is.
The USS Resolute. She may not look like much compared to the bigger ships, but as far as science vessels go, she can more than hold her own. And she doesn't look so bad considering 6 months ago she was nearly cracked in half, venting plasma, fighting for her life.
It was an accident?
Equipment malfunction. An accident suggests fault, but no one's to blame. It was a planned test, but the warp core was pushed beyond its limits. It destabilized the dilithium, there was a runaway reaction, and the warp bubble deformed. We thought we could reach a higher resonant frequency, but it was more than she could handle. Cost us our first officer and 22 of our crew.
Oh.
At the end of the day, we're all responsible for each other. That's what it means to be a crew.
I can't even begin to imagine what that must have been like for you. I'm so sorry for your loss.
Thank you. It does weigh heavy. There are some things you can't forget.
Were you hurt in the accident? In the equipment malfunction?
Nothing worse than the loss of so many. Listen, I realize you've known Captain Solano for quite some time, and I'm sure you're ready to bring your best. But I should warn you that when the captain announced you would be the new first officer, there were those who felt it was a mistake, that he should have promoted from within. So you might want to tread lightly at first. Until they come to value your contributions as much as he does.
Trust is earned, and it sounds like I have my work cut out for me. But I plan on winning them over.
I don't doubt that. I just figured it was better to know what you're walking into.
Of course.
Starfleet has assigned us a high-priority mission to the Hotari region. I'll let the captain...
Oh. Okay. Nice. I appreciate that. Very, very story-driven. I really like that about the game. Drawing me to good first impression with Commander Urmont coming off as shrewd and inquisitive while showing empathy for what the crew of the Resolute suffered. Ensign Calloway was grateful for Jara's helpful guidance when he was nervous on the shuttle flight. And I guess I'll have more people. That's right. I believe I get to control 2 characters in this. So we'll have to see. Oh, fairly simple, straightforward. Also, I noticed there's a little bit, let's just go high, because I noticed there was a little bit of trugging. All right, let's see. Let's resume.
And brief you on board. I know he's eager to see you.
Will we be mission ready in time?
We have every intention. The crew has been working around the clock to get the ship ready. There's still so much to do.
All right. Oh, yeah. Am I holding? Oh, I think. Hey, petty officer. It's the rank on the thing. Oh boy.
Stuck. I got just the thing.
Find the plasma torch. I think the only reason why I know is because I've seen Star Trek before. Oh, hey. Neat. Oh, cool. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I wanted in the Star Trek game. Vaporized corrosion. Oh. Yay. Very intuitive controls. I like it. Now, what the hell happened here? Oh, we're just replacing? All right. Hey. Ooh, there we go. Good job, you. Let me just say. Oh, I can pause it right there. Let me just say. Let me just say one thing. I have a newfound appreciation. No, I've always had an appreciation for what happens in the lower decks of a starship. I've always been interested in that. Like yeah, sure. You give us the senior officers, the bridge officers, the people that we focus on every once in a while. Sure, absolutely. Give us that. I will never be not interested in what a captain does on board a ship. But if you really, really want to engage in something that is just untapped potential story-wise and engage for games and anything at all, you take us to the lower decks. Show of the same name is probably my favorite piece of Star Trek media to ever be made. It's not everyone's jam, but it is made with a lot of heart. And as of this video, we're kind of looking at the final season because it did not get renewed. Please, if you like Star Trek, watch that show. It's wonderful. It takes a while to get its proper footing in, as far as pacing goes, but it's wonderful. And it's what really kept the fires of my passion burning for Star Trek. It's very good, and I just seen that title, I felt like I had to at least mention it. No, don't exit the game. Oh God, no, please. There we go.
I thought the thing was totally fried.
Well, hi there. Another petty officer.
Nice work, Carter.
Nothing to it, Millie.
And not a moment too soon. The boss wants us down in engineering. Like, now.
Oh boy. An engineer's job is never done. Run, jog. What's this? Oh God. There we are.
Come on!
Oh.
Be right there.
Oh, these are heavier than they look. Makes more sense than zero G.
Aw.
You're welcome.
I like that. I didn't realize I was helping somebody. I'll be right there. My crew needs me.
Carter Diaz!
Fine. God, you didn't have to use my full name. Holy crap. Are you just waiting there? Oh, yes, you are. Sorry. I had things I had to do. Are we moving? We're moving. Oh, we're not running anymore, huh? All right. Bye. I really like the clean look of the ship. The ships don't really look like this anymore in Star Trek. They have this kind of homey look, you know, like almost as looking like they have like a wood finish.
I heard the new XO just arrived. Won't be long before we get underway. I just hope whatever Chovak called us down for, it's something good. I can never tell with him. I'd rather not end up degaussing plasma manifolds. Hanging upside down makes me queasy.
You and me working together, we can tackle anything he throws at us.
Your optimism is positively contagious. Looks like we got here before.
Lieutenant Commander Chovak.
We were just looking for you, Commander.
Petty Officers Ed Solar, Diaz. I was beginning to think you would be late.
Hey.
We are all hands on deck right now, which means if you are not at your post at the appointed time, I do not have someone to replace you.
Lieutenant Commander.
A point I have been forced to make to Petty Officer Edsolar on repeated occasions.
Apologies for the delay, Commander.
I do not want your apologies. Simply see to it that it does not happen again.
Oh.
So, I don't suppose you...
Okay, now I gotta know. Wait, what? Oh, Carter. Lieutenant Commander Chovak found Carter to be respectful and responsible when he and Ed Solar were almost late in main to main. Wait a minute, we're getting berated because we were almost late? We weren't even late. Oh, we're still getting like a stern talking to. No, stop it. I keep pressing escape.
Wanted us down here to check in before we go off duty?
Hello.
Equip yourselves in EV suits to work on the exterior of the hull. I need you to tune the structural integrity field for optimal performance. The subspace distortions and ionic interference we are experiencing are preventing the proper calibration. But this ship must be ready to depart shortly, despite the storm. The precise nature of these disturbances are not fully understood. But many systems have been affected by the wide band of emissive activity.
Whatever it throws at us, we'll be ready. We've got the best chief engineer in the fleet.
I am a Vulcan, Mr. Diaz. Flattery is not necessary. All that I require is that you do your job. Right now, that entails critical preparations, because long-range sensors show that these disturbances will be more severe at our destination, the Hotari system. You have your orders. Do not delay.
Yes,
Roger
Commander
that.
Chovak. All hands on deck.
What's that?
All hands on deck. That's what Chovak said. You know what that means? It means this ship isn't ready to go out, and the brass know it. So they're throwing every warm body at it. And they're going to leave on schedule. Consequences be damned.
Oh,
It all
man.
comes down to us, Nilly. We're the ones who will get it ready.
I know what we can do. But this isn't just any old refit or any old relaunch.
Whoa.
Excuse me.
A lot of new faces coming on board. It's gotta be tough coming as a replacement. That's for sure.
They seem all right. Something that happened 6 months ago while they were off on another ship? Well, that's nothing to hold against them.
Yeah, you're right. I guess getting a little new blood on board doesn't hurt. Hold on.
Huh?
Now there's an old face I didn't expect to see again.
Hello.
Hey, Miranda.
You weren't gonna leave without me, were you?
Miranda, you're here!
Oh,
We thought you were staying on the Adirondack.
Transfer came in at the last minute, so I figured I'd slum it on this bucket of bolts. Looks like you got her back together pretty nicely. I wasn't sure what to expect.
oh, they're all petty officers. Interesting.
I'm gonna take the high road here, pretend you didn't say that, and welcome you aboard.
He's a better diplomat than I am.
He still owes me a bottle of Saurian brandy. Don't think I forgot.
Oh yeah, it's coming back to me now.
Maybe Carter can rustle up that bottle and we can give you a proper welcome. As soon as we wrap up this quick little spacewalk.
All right, let's do it.
Here, let me help you.
Thanks.
So what's the word? Are you back in the security rotation?
Yep. Still running with the usual suspects.
Whoa!
Good to go. See you on the other side.
Activating magnetic souls.
Oh. Mouse is moving really slow. There we go. All right, here we go. Coming. Wow.
That view never gets old.
Let's go.
That's a nice shot. Oh. Nice transition, too. All hands.
Captain Solano should be here momentarily.
Okay. Well, I think this is... Oh.
You'll have
Why?
to forgive me, I don't know much about Kobleods. But my understanding is you need a steady supply of duridium to keep your cell structure stabilized, or bad things start to happen. And we have plenty of duridium in sickbay, so there's no risk of running out.
Thank you.
Feel free to make yourself at home. And help yourself to whatever you like from the replicator.
Oh, how nice of you. Thank you. Am I gonna be able to? Oh, there we go. All right. Yeah, I think this is a good time to stop for now. I'm really digging this game. This game is delightful in its storytelling capabilities. It's sometimes I think it took a while for anyone to take a chance on this kind of storytelling. As in, we're more focused on telling a story than we are making, intense gameplay and stuff like that. I think that's one of the reasons why Star Trek Hazard Team kind of came out the way it did. They just had the advantage of using a series that was actively there, and then had the idea of combining it with, I think at the time, the Quake engine. I can't remember which one. Quake 3 maybe? I don't know. But anyway, I'm glad that they're able that this time around here in this particular game, they're taking the route of let's tell a story. Yeah, you'll be able to do things here and there, but for the most part, you're just experiencing a story set in the Star Trek universe. And I'm really interested. Jara is an interesting character. I know she's a very lesser known species within the franchise. And I'm also very interested in Carter's let's see, Petty Officer Maris. Miranda felt encouraged by Carter's warm reception when she first arrived aboard the Resolute, holding out hope there might be some chemistry between... I didn't know that last part. Ooh my. Well, it looks like we're going to have a little bit of possible sparks flying between two characters in Star Trek. Who would have guessed? But anyway, I'm very interested. I'm going to see this one through, all the way through. And I'm hoping that if my recording method continues as well, that I'll be able to make a proper review video about this. My biggest challenge was always recording the footage without my little guy there. Because, I like being here. The little avatar kind of makes it feel like I'm really... giving this video personality. And so for the longest time, I haven't been able to figure out a way to do that and just record the footage so that I could properly review something. But I think if this new process that I figured out works, then I think by howdy, I'll be able to have my cake and eat it too. But will it work? Well, only one way to find out, and that's to actually end the video. So thank you very much for watching. As always, remember, subscribe to the channel if you want to know when the next video comes out. And remember, as always, stay safe and keep on gaming.